Do it.
Boop. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 39 of Slightly Original. My name is PJ.
My name's Scott.
And this week we have an episode jam-packed with some goodness
Some random topics
that we dug deep into the barrel to find. We're going to be... Let's Scott, tell us, what are we talking about this week?
This week on Slightly Original, we are talking about Nintendo's E3.
Yes.
You know, a little Nintendo action.
Ooh.
We're talking about Payday 2 VR.
Ooh.
Woo? Question mark?
Maybe.
Talking about the Elgato Stream Deck coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
What? And then we'll be talking about Easter eggs and games that we like, and Prey.
And Prey,
And
yeah.
Prey.
What's going on with Prey?
That is what we were talking
Yeah,
about.
we'll tell you about that a little bit later in the show. So let's get right into it. Okay, let's talk about Nintendo's E3 plans and how they're just a joke like last year. Do it. Do it. Yeah. So Nintendo this year, actually last year. Let's talk about last year's Nintendo conference for a second, okay? Because they were holding on to the Switch announce, right? They didn't want to announce it too early, which doesn't really make sense. I don't know why they didn't hype it up more, like at E3. They could have announced it then and still had it released when it did.
Well, the only thing that they had at E3 last year was Breath of the Wild.
Right.
But it was on the Wii U.
Exactly.
It wasn't, the Switch didn't even, it wasn't even on anyone's radar. They knew that there was going to be a new Nintendo console, but nobody really knew anything about it. Everybody was like, oh, Zelda, Zelda, Zelda.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. So that was it, man. Just Zelda, okay? Wii U, and they were already planning on getting rid of the Wii U anyway, right?
Right.
So it was kind of just like they just kind of wasted all this time that they could have been able to show off the Switch. So anyway, so that was last year. That was it. Was just Breath of the Wild. This year, they are also foregoing the traditional E3 style conferences like Sony and Microsoft and EA and Ubisoft. They all, pay millions of dollars to put on these shows and bring in celebrities that we don't want and make cringy. Like they had Aisha Tyler. Ubisoft always hires Aisha Tyler. She's wonderul. Okay,
yeah, I was going to say I love her, but it's always super cringy.
Let me preface this with she is wonderful. She's great. She does the voice of Lana on Archer.
Yeah.
But they have her come on and they give her these canned jokes that are just cringe beyond your wildest imagination. It's awful. It's awful. So they spent a ton of money to do that. But Nintendo this year are foregoing that again. So they're going to be showing off. What are they showing off?
Oh man, I don't even know. Honestly, they've got
Mario Odyssey.
Yes, they're probably
which...
going to do more Street Fighter. They're probably going to do more of Bomberman. Or did Bomberman already come out?
Yeah, Bomberman.
So
that's already
not
out.
that. What's the robot game we were playing?
Arms.
Ugh,
Arms, man. I was talking about that with Ben earlier, man. Arms is blech.
Yeah, we played it at PAX East, and it was kind of like.
Yeah, kind of meh.
Yeah.
Kind of meh.
I mean, it's a cool game. I just didn't like the controls. Like the motion controls were awkward and weird. I couldn't get into it. I mean, I don't know. The game was okay. The controls were kind of meh.
The controls are just kind of forced, man. I don't want to sit there and literally this is what. Oh, perfect. Do you mind if I use your Joy-Con for a second? Okay, so I got the actually our producer has the colored Joy-Cons, so you get to see those too. But this is literally what you do in Arms. Okay, just for.
That's it.
So if you want to play Arms, go ahead and hate your life playing Arms.
It's like a horizontal, what do you call it? Like a...
Bang gang.
No,
Shake
it's
weight.
like, when you're like... what the hell is it? The milking game from the 1-2 Switch.
Yes, the milking game from the 1-2 Switch. Not anything else that your dirty minds would come up with, you sick perverts.
Right, exactly.
Nothing else, okay? This is the Mother's Day show, you sicks.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. What are you talking about? What were you talking about?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Someone should make a gif of that. Rita's spot on. That's going to be a clip. One of my favorite things is seeing like the clips that people make after the shows. Makes me laugh.
Yeah, there's a lot of inappropriate stuff.
Yeah.
Taken way out of context. Yeah, so Super Mario Odyssey is pretty much going to be their number one, showcase, and they're not doing a traditional conference. They're just going out on the show floor, right? So they're just kind of
they'll be out there.
Up.
They have tournaments that they have planned. They have Mario Odyssey will be playable, which I'm excited to see that game actually in action instead of like a canned kind of like trailer, that they've made. I actually want to see the game playing, which it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Also, they'll probably show off Skyrim as well, and maybe give us some more information about Skyrim and whether or not like it's going to be the special edition version of Skyrim or just like the original release.
It would make sense to do the special edition because it's released on every other console.
Well, in terms of like, I'm sure they'll give you the DLC,
sure,
but the graphical overhauls that they gave the Xbox One and the PS4.
Oh, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah. So we're not going to getting.
But still, a portable Skyrim is not a bad idea. If you don't get the same exact, graphical fidelity as you would on the PC or consoles, I mean, the upside to that is it's mobile.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean, you got to trade off somewhere. So I like the idea of that.
Yeah. I can't wait, man. I mean, just being able to I went to get my car worked on the other day, and I had Zelda, and I was just, oh my god, for like an hour, I was just playing Zelda. The Switch is just magnificent. I love it. So
hell yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So if you guys are looking for like something like crazy coming out of Nintendo's gate for E3, I wouldn't expect it. They'll probably have some cool announcements, some new games that they haven't announced yet, but otherwise, there's not going to be anything like mind blowing.
Right.
I don't think. I'm not really tracking anything from like Nintendo's court. I don't know if you are, if there's anything that you think
not
that they
really.
might be. Because we were talking about the other night. I think it was Dave that was talking about like marketing that Microsoft was trying to.
Yeah.
They were marketing some new game, which I just saw 343 just said today. Halo 6 isn't going to be at E3 at all. So if you're holding your breath for Halo 6 this year, I would let it go because otherwise you're going to asphyxiate and die, and we don't want that. So don't hold your breath. Do not hold your breath.
Lasagio is saying that they've already announced 2 Metroid games for it.
Oh, cool. Okay. Thanks, friend. That's great. Appreciate it.
Yeah, there's a lot of what's weird about Nintendo is that they could hype up all this E3 stuff and they could really like make a showing, but it's like they choose not to. Like it almost seems kind of like they're a little pretentious and like that they feel like maybe they don't fall into the same realm as PlayStation or Xbox, and not in a positive way.
No, not so much. Not so much.
So it doesn't really I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't it doesn't compute.
Does not compute. Error.
Exactly.
Error. Does not compute. So yeah, so that's it. That's our Nintendo news for the week. But yeah, moving on, man. What do we got coming out of the VR? What's the VR news that we got, man?
So the VR news is Payday 2 is getting an Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
And it's coming out on VR, but not PlayStation VR. It's going to be on HTC Vive. So there's that. I don't really like Payday all that much. So it's not like, I'm not like super excited about it. It's not really something that I'm all that stoked for. But what this brought up was that how many like gimmicky kind of crap VR things have we seen since VR's taken off in the last 2 years? There's so much of it.
Yeah, it's like half of the content that you guys are getting. And if you guys aren't playing VR, like I say this every single show, get your eyes into a VR headset. Just experience it, man. I have my Gear VR coming on Tuesday, so we'll be able to show that off.
When it's good, it's good.
Right, exactly.
When it's good, it's really good.
Yes, but then you have like these kind of forced experiences where it's like, this doesn't belong in VR. This doesn't need to be like a VR thing.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For example,
yes.
This was something I was super excited for when Battlefront was, in its heyday, and PSVR was just coming out. They made the X-Wing mission, which was awesome. By the way, it was actually really awesome.
It was really awesome. Yeah.
It was about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And there was no replayability at all. It was just like, okay, cool, you did it. But the potential with it was amazing. Yeah. And what I'm tired of, I mean, PSVR has been out for almost a year, right? Or maybe a little under a year.
A little under a year.
Yeah, a little under a year.
In October, I would say. I think it was October, yeah.
Right.
Because so the first week it was available.
Right. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
So it was definitely like October, November time.
Yeah. So it's been like 7 months.
So Oculus has been out for a couple of years now. HTC Vive has been out for a couple of years now. I need them to stop making these tech demos. We get it. it's awesome. Don't give me a 20-minute thing. Give me a full freaking game. Now, I did like the fact that the PSVR came with the PSVR Worlds demo.
Yes,
which was great.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I mean that demo was cool, but that seems to be most of what people are doing just to try to cash in real quick on the VR stuff.
Right.
Now, VR is not crap. VR is not crap. I'm not saying VR is crap at all. I'm saying that a lot of the stuff that's coming out game-wise for VR, like the X-Wing mission for Battlefront, is crazy, like how they just didn't do more with it.
Right.
The PSVR Worlds, there were games in there that felt like they should have been longer.
Well, there was the...
Not the demo, but the full release.
Yeah. Well, there was the London Heist.
Right.
Which should have been more than like 20 minutes. That was amazing. How they did that, man. You could you could poke your head out the window of the car.
Yeah, man. I love the heist.
One of the most satisfying things about having VR is being able to, like, especially like with PlayStation, you get the Move controllers right here. Being able to like pick up a magazine, slide it into your weapon, or like empty the magazine or drop the magazine out of the weapon and dual hand. I don't know, man. There's something so satisfying, like so tactilely satisfying about being able to do that. So yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. Payday 2 wasn't even that great of a game, so I really only put that in there just to kind of talk about like crap VR experiences that are just kind of like unnecessary. And I feel like Payday 2 wasn't even that good, and the developer completely broke the game with what we were talking about earlier with microtransactions. So.
Well, here's the thing that now Spectral Nova says, the Ultimate Edition, we took all the DLCs, combined them into one, made you pay for them again, and now we're going to continuously release more DLC for it.
You're spot on.
So here's the thing. One company that has definitely done a really good job with the VR transitioning from a regular PC game to a VR game is Frontier's Elite Dangerous.
Yeah. Because
they just give you the VR version.
Okay.
So you buy the game on Steam, and then you have two downloads. You have the VR download, and you got the normal download.
Yeah.
And that's it. And they're like, here you go. Here's your stuff.
Which is great. Yeah, man. That's the thing, is I feel like that should be standard. But, I mean, you got to also think, like, the developers are having to pay a ton of money to be able to develop the game completely in VR. Because think about, like, Resident Evil 7. That game is not only completely playable outside of VR, but it's also 100% playable in VR. And when we say it plays playable in VR, I mean they build the world. They build you into the world, versus like, I don't know, like a mini game or something, you know, like how the Battlefront one was, the X-Wing experience.
Yeah, that
you know,
because
when they announced Battlefront VR, the first thing I thought was you can play a first-person shooter, play Battlefront in virtual reality. No, it was an X-Wing mission, which was cool, but too short. So.
Yeah. Definitely.
Too short. Yeah. But what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? But anyway, yeah, so that's VR, man. If you guys haven't had a chance to play like anything in VR, what do we got here? What are we saying in chat? Yeah.
All right. Well, then.
Anyway.
Turmoil.
Yeah.
Turmoil in chat.
Anyway,
awesome job.
So moving on. Yeah, we want to talk a little bit about Easter eggs, okay?
Sure.
And there was a cool one that I was just reading about that I noticed. And you play this game more than I do. Battlefield 1. We were just talking about Battlefield.
Oh, Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 1. Yeah. Have you seen the Megalodon yet in Battlefield 1?
I have not, no.
Okay.
But Battlefield is kind of notorious for having a lot of Easter eggs in it. I think it was, I'm trying to remember the one.
T-Rex, I think, in 4?
Yeah, T-Rex in 4.
Yeah.
I think in Battlefield 3, there was a sandcastle on one of the desert maps.
Yeah.
And I know that Battlefront also has some Easter eggs as well. I think on one of the Hoth maps, you can go into a cave and you can hear the Wampa. That's the big white snow creature that grabbed Luke in Empire. Yeah, dragged him to the cave. You can hear it making noises and stuff in one of the caves. So
that's rad.
Yeah, so I mean, DICE is really good about that. There are a lot of really great Easter eggs out there in the world. What do you got for that?
Well, I was going to show off which I don't even think I put. Yeah, here we go. I was going to show off this real quick. The Megalodon.
Oh, this is from Battlefield 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Turn the valves.
So you guys get to see this real quick.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's hilarious. I haven't seen that at all.
That's hysterical, man. Yeah, so like it takes a little bit, like you have to like actually like work and like get up to it, but um yeah, that's pretty funny, man. That's pretty funny. So yeah, so we wanted to talk a little bit about our what's going on. What is this? I'm not gonna ignore this. What are we doing in chat
No,
here?
just ignore it.
Yeah, all right,
Yep,
man.
it's already
All right.
done.
Some jokers out there, you little jokey jokersons. So yeah, I want to talk a little bit about our favorite Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's I want to hear a couple of yours, man. Tell me about yours.
So, Dying Light
Yeah.
has got a pretty good one where you go into a cave and you can actually get the Master Sword and
I
you
got a
pull it
video.
from.
You
You
wanna
got it?
watch
The
it?
video?
You wanna see the
Okay,
video?
yeah, let's see it real
let's
quick.
see the video real quick.
This is a great game, by the way. If you guys have not played Dying Light, it's awesome.
Dude, this was like one of the games you streamed a ton.
I streamed this a lot. And actually,
Yeah.
this is one of the first games I ever streamed was this game.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was this and Alien Isolation were the first two games I ever streamed.
All right, let's fast forward this because I don't feel like watching this dude set it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the Master Sword.
Yeah.
What's it called? The Twilight something? The Twilight Platinum or something?
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, let's go back. You can see it real quick. Yeah, that's hilarious, man. That's really funny.
That's awesome.
I love that. Yeah, so the Master Sword in Dying Light. Dying Light was like a zombie. What was it like?
If you guys ever played Dead Island, it was by the same people. It's basically you are in this country that's obviously overrun by zombies. You know, there's some sort of sickness or whatever. Who cares? But you end up becoming a runner for like this organization. There's like different factions of people living in this city, and there's like parkour elements to it. There's weapon crafting.
Yeah.
There's vehicle stuff with the following DLC. There's all kinds of stuff within the game, but basically it's a first-person shooter. Just slash them up with parkour.
Yeah,
and zombies.
That was one of the coolest things too. I remember because I remember the first thing that I saw about that game is it looks damn good.
Oh, it looks really good. It looks good on
incredible.
even for console early generation.
Yeah.
This generation early on, it looked really good.
Like 2 years ago. It's been out for a minute.
Yeah,
now.
it's been out for a bit.
Yeah, but I mean, it looked great. It was a little buggy when I first got it. That was why I stopped playing it. Was because I think I it crashed or something.
Right.
DA 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, all right. What else you got, man? What else?
There's a ton of stuff in Fallout too, and that's something Nova just said. There's a ton of.
Yeah,
I've actually got this up right now. It's the 50 best gaming Easter eggs of all time.
Oh, do you have that? You want to throw the link in chat so everybody can look
Yeah,
at some other
absolutely.
ones?
So one of the ones is probably my favorite one from Dead Rising. You remember Dead Rising, where basically the first one takes place in the mall.
Yeah.
Which is also Easter egg in itself to Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
Right? George Romero movie.
Yes.
But one of the stores or one of the restaurants in the place is called Jill's Sandwich.
Yes.
Yeah. And for those of you who play Resident Evil.
Do the voice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing my
Somebody
Resident
actually
Evil
said they
shirt.
loved the shirt too.
Who said
that? Char's girlfriend, Electra.
Oh, nice.
Said that, yeah.
Yeah. So there's this part where you go into this room in the mansion in the first Resident Evil game, and there's a shotgun on the wall, and you're like, oh, I'm going to take that shotgun. You take it off the wall, and then the ceiling starts coming down, right? So then if you're Jill Valentine, this is when that part comes in where Barry and Chris Redfield come and save you, and Barry goes, oh, you could have been a Jill sandwich. And that one is just like really just awful. Barry, where's Barry? You know, just a terrible voice acting in that game.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Jill sandwiches, you could have been a Jill sandwich. That was it. That's the gag.
Hilarious though.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I mean, it's definitely funny, and I love the idea of Jill sandwiches being in that game, in Dead Rising.
Yeah,
which is actually a great game. If you ever played on the 360, it's
talking about they're all out on current gen too.
Yeah, I think it's up to number 4 now. So there's 4 of them.
Did you play 4? It's on Xbox.
I have it.
Yeah,
I have it, but I haven't played it yet.
It wasn't really for me.
I got that during the holiday sale, and yeah, I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, wasn't for me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So what else you got?
Play the Jill sandwich video. I didn't queue up the Jill sandwich video. I'm a rookie.
Oh, you could have been a Jill sandwich.
See, you get you get Scott doing the impression. Yeah. Okay, that's almost as good as that. But yeah. So do you have any other ones that you really like?
There's a place in Fallout 3 where if you open up the door, it seems like it's a vault door, and you open up the door and it's just concrete on the other side
Yeah.
and spray painted "fuck you."
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's it? Just
Yeah, that's
fuck
it.
you?
That's it. Because you think, oh, cool, here's a vault, and you open the door, and it's like, no, they got you. They got you.
Fooled you.
Oh yeah.
Fooled you.
Oh, another one from Fallout. This is New Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So I don't like talking about this because I like to pretend like it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But Indiana Jones 4, the part where Indy jumps into the refrigerator to get away from the nuclear blast when he's in.
No.
No? Okay.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So anyway, in Fallout New Vegas, you can find a guy. It's a skeleton with a fedora on inside of a refrigerator, dead in the middle of the desert. Yeah.
Huh.
So just throwing that out there. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
That's really funny. Not a great movie though. Not a great movie. But what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? But yeah, that's funny. So what else? What else we got? All right, hey, so cool. Those were yours. I like those, man. My favorites, I would have to say, if you guys ever played Doom, like the original Doom, way back in the day, old John Romero of Daikatana fame, just one of like the worst games ever made. Yeah, shouts out to Daikatana, man. But yeah, John Romero was a developer. Him and John Carmack both worked for id way back in the day together, and pumped out Doom, which is one of the best FPSs ever. But he included his own head. He was like he was like the end boss.
Yeah,
you could
you shoot through him,
clip through the wall, and you could go in. You could find John Romero's like disembodied head just kind of floating there. So that was adorable. You know, somebody else, I think I saw somebody bring up Borderlands. Remember in Borderlands 2, there was a mission where you could go like into the sewers and you could find like the Ninja Turtles. They weren't the Ninja Turtles, but like, I mean, they were the Ninja Turtles.
Right.
You go down there
for copyright reasons.
Right, exactly. I
think
they were like I don't know, but you could find like the pizza and stuff down there. And then you would find, I think Splinter was down there too. So yeah, that was pretty funny though. In Goat Simulator? Yeah. Goat Simulator has a ton of them too. I love Goat Simulator. Talk about shenanigans, man. And then the other one, the Creeps. Borderlands 2 actually, funny enough, has a ton of oh, thank you. Oh, you guys are too sweet. We are handsome. Thanks. Appreciate it. We're just well lit. I think that's what it is.
The also in Borderlands 2, the double rainbow. Remember when that was a meme for a little bit? There's a double rainbow when you go to the Hyperion station.
That was like one of the first memes.
Yeah.
That was the original meme. Double rainbow.
The first one.
The first meme. The coveted first meme. That was before. Remember Harambe? Is that still a meme?
No, it's not.
Okay. Is the Harambe meme dead?
Legends never die.
Legends never die. Okay, cool. Memes.
Gorillas do, though.
Yeah, they do. Bullets, my only weakness.
Yeah. They got me.
Yeah, Borderlands 2 is chock full of Easter eggs. The other one that I was going to bring up, actually, hold on. I have a clip of or not a clip, but a screenshot of the creeper you guys can see real quick.
Is this in Borderlands?
Yeah, that one was in Borderlands. I had it maximized, but it doesn't want to be. But that's what the creeper looks like.
Bryce Soup said
what?
That the meme died when Harambe died.
Yeah. Whammy.
There's a Street Fighter Akuma Easter egg in Okami.
Really? Okay. See, there's so many, because you know what? I remember one of the first ones that I ever found was the beating heart in Grand Theft Auto 4. The heart of like the city is in like the heart of Liberty City. It's like all chained up inside.
Oh, it's inside the Statue of whatever. The Statue of Freedom.
Whatever.
It's supposed to be the Statue of Liberty, but okay, I remember now.
Yeah,
I remember. Oh man, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Borderlands 2, the only game where I can't drive. Samurai Soup coming in with a follow. Thank you so much for that follow. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, Borderlands 2. The Borderlands 2 has the same kind of driving that Halo does, where it's right stick, turn, left stick, or is it? I think you had to move like with the right stick.
For what?
For driving in Borderlands.
Oh yeah.
It had weird driving like Halo does, right?
It was like that, like 8-axis driving or whatever
Garbage.
the hell it is. Yeah,
whatever it is, bad at it.
Yeah, Halo. It's hard to drive in Halo.
Yeah, that's why, because it has the same driving mechanics as old.
Ooh, the cow level in Diablo 2.
Oh, yeah, the cow level. Yeah. Dude, you guys are knowledgeable on this. Oh my god, you guys are freaking.
Yeah, this is
dropping
a good topic.
some what?
This is a good topic.
It is a good topic. Yeah, I'm happy with that, man. Yeah, I don't have any others. Do you guys have any others?
I don't know. There's a whole list of the 50 best. I mean, you guys are more than welcome to go check that out. The link was dropped into chat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
What do we got next?
We got Prey. Let's talk about Prey.
Prey.
We actually, before I got to preface this, I goofed it. We did a Prey video. We did like a first impressions video that we have to now reshoot because I had. What was it? Was the audio off?
Okay, no. Okay, so we did it off a console. We did it off of Xbox One, and with the Elgato, I don't know if you guys do like capture devices and all that for console games, but the Elgato HD60 is actually really loud.
Yeah.
When it's pumping game volume through, so you actually have to go into. We use XSplit to stream, and you have to go into the Elgato settings and turn it down about half to make it sound, balanced with the microphones.
Right.
And so PJ didn't turn it down.
No, I sure didn't.
So when you watch the clips that we made, all you hear is the game, and you see us talking, and you can kind of hear what we're saying.
Yeah.
But it's so loud you can't hear us talking about the game. So I mean, we could, I guess, do it again.
Do a
I don't know.
voiceover
over it, and then
Maybe.
just be like, like old, like kung fu movie that wasn't quite dubbed properly.
Yeah.
Kung Pao.
That's actually a really funny idea. I don't know why we don't have that like on the list of like videos that we should do. We have this like list. If you guys can't see it, we have a whiteboard like literally right over there in our studio that has a list of like videos that we've been meaning to do for months. It's just
never going to happen. It's just
idling.
there as a reminder.
Just
of
as a
how
reminder.
lazy we are.
Yeah. That's exactly.
That's it. It's just a reminder to know.
Mystery Science Theater 3000, Mystery Slightly Original Theater.
Oh yeah,
2000.
they brought it back, dude. It's so good.
It's not bad.
It's so good.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You would think like a lot of shows that they bring back are meh.
Well,
But
it's got
that one
Felicia
is
Day in it. That's all I gotta say, man. She's like the nerd queen.
the nerd queen, the queen of nerds.
Patton Oswalt's in it too.
I'm not a huge fan of Patton Oswalt.
Really?
Yeah, he's kind of meh. Kind of meh to me. He doesn't want to do it for me.
He's
Yeah,
funny.
sorry. I don't
I
know.
think
I don't
he's
take
funny.
a stand up, but Hey, coming in with the follow gay for a day. Thank you so much for that follow.
Woo!
And for the compliments. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It feels so right inside. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened earlier. Apologize for that.
Yeah, shenanigans.
Yeah,
but-
I don't know exactly.
Yeah,
what
anyway,
happened.
all right. So tell us about Prey. What's going on with Prey? All right, what's wrong with Prey? What happened? Besides the video that we did and broke.
It's not really doing too good.
Yeah,
man.
what's,
People are saying that it's being like
broken?
broken.
Is
Like
it-
people are losing saves. Things not quite working right.
Yeah. Is
things just not good.
Is it like a AAA title that should not?
You know
have
what's
been
okay?
released
Here's the shocking
so
thing
early?
about it.
What?
Right? Is that it was not developed by Bethesda, but published by Bethesda.
Right.
So they have a really good track record of decent games. You know what I mean? Like, hold on, let me preface that
Okay.
with they're buggy.
Yes.
They're buggy.
Beyond Bucky.
But they're good.
Yes, of course.
Right. So
Master. Yeah, man. They are god tier.
I think it's because they shoot too high. You know what I mean? Like they have these grandiose ideas and visions for the game, and they execute it.
Yeah.
But there's so much to it that there's room for things that kind of fall through the cracks.
Absolutely.
It's the games are almost too big.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So it's hard to.
It's how they've been since Fallout 3, man.
Exactly.
Making games that are just like, well, we have too many things going on at the same time. So obviously, they make games that are bound to break in some way, right? With that many, with that amount of features.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with Prey, it just seems like it's stuff that is just like simple stuff, like save games not quite working out so well. Like people falling through the floors.
Yeah.
I heard that people, and then you just die, and monsters not dying. I heard that one too, where you could like throw everything you got at it, and the monster still comes after you. The mimics.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's got a lot of issues in it that seem kind of like Bush League compared to like what Bethesda puts out.
Right. And that's the thing that bothers me is like these are issues that I feel like those are the first issues that they should remedy, like graphical issues like tearing or frame rate, not being completely stable, which all they have to achieve is a 30 FPS on console. That's all they're shooting for on console.
Right.
The graphical issues aside, the main things that they need to be worrying about are the ones that are broken right now, which are the saves and crashes, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that's
game saves is number
Don't worry
one.
about the frames, man. The frames are going to be fine. I mean, 30's low, but it's not unbearable. I mean, I
Right.
play a game at 30 and I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people that are all like, it's got to be 1080, 60 all the
I
time
don't care
or
about that,
no
man.
dice.
If it
I
plays
just
well,
want to be able to save my game, go to sleep, wake up the next day and play that same game I was playing. Now, oh, we got to start a new game. What happened to continue game? Well, it doesn't exist anymore. Sorry, man. But hey, 60 frames, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
you got
like,
it.
No,
In
that's
spades.
the stuff that's not important. Focusing on that stuff just is ridiculous.
That's
to
number
me.
one, man. That's it's necessary, man. In order to have like, I don't know, because I put in here too. Like, I'm just gonna read the quote because it kind of. How much longer must players be subjected to buying games for $60 and still have these massive issues at release? And I cited Battlefront and the Battlefields, which are both EA releases.
Yeah, and
Where they have these
their problems, man.
Well, they have large scale betas where they bring in millions. Like I think the Battlefield 1 beta brought in 9 million players.
Yeah.
Something obscene.
But with those are tech demos, or not tech demos, but those are stress tests.
True.
So it's do we have enough servers to support this many people? It's not does the game work? It's testing their servers to host games.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair
So
point.
when you talk about like alpha testing, right? Like for example, Sea of Thieves,
Right.
coming up by Rare.
Yeah.
Pirate game that's amazing. by the way.
Oh my god. It looks
So
good.
can't talk about it too much,
No,
but
it looks really good.
something like that is an alpha test. That is a beta test, right? That is, they give you a little bit of the game, and then you have to fill out a lot of paperwork after you're done playing it, and then you give them like, hey, this is what was going on, this is what I was doing, this is the amount of enemies that were coming up, this was issues that I was having. That is like a genuine test. When they do these giant open things for multiplayer games, that's, do we have the hardware to support this many people? That's why the games come out buggy, because those actual people who are finding the bugs, those are limited in beta
Okay. All right, then
to a couple of thousand people.
Let me
maybe I would say.
throw this counterpoint at you then. Do you think that developers should have betas where they not only the test of their servers, but like in the case of Prey 2, which I was actually very happy with what Arcane did. They released an hour-long demo
Sure, yeah,
of
the
the
first
game.
hour, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a lot, man. And not a lot of developers do that where they give you, I mean, like Square Enix, I cite them. They released like 4 or 5 demos for Final Fantasy 15.
Well, that's not true, because who is it that made DayZ? That was a 6-year demo, right?
Ha ha! Shouts out. Yeah, who did DayZ?
Who cares?
Who
Who
cares?
gives a crap?
Yeah. Way to make a not full game.
First 6 years, guys.
The first 6 years. Yeah.
But no, I see what you're saying though. Like, I think that they tend to focus on smaller groups
Yeah.
for the actual bug testing, because then they can sift through the data easier
That's
for
fair.
fixing
That's
stuff.
fair. That's fair.
But with a limited amount of people, I mean, while you're able to go through the data, find the actual issues and fix those issues, you're not going to run into the same issues you would find if you had like 9 million people doing it. But if you had 9 million people doing it and they're all filling out forms, who the hell is going to sift through 9 million reports?
Okay. Also, here's another thing too, because I'm just kind of speaking like wildly in like these grandiose, like implying that like every single player, because how many times have you done a beta and never like given them any of the issues that you experience? You just play it and then you buy the game. Like how many times do you actually like go to their forums or you like report
I
bugs?
do it all, every time.
Do you really?
Yeah, every time
you?
time that I'm in an actual beta, not like a
Okay.
open beta.
I was gonna say, am I the asshole here? Am I the only person that doesn't do that? Like half the time I open a beta and I play it and it's like, well, that was fun, and I never talk about it again.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You're kind
Like
of a
reading the
jerk.
terms of service. Like, am I the only person that doesn't?
No.
No.
I have literally never read the terms of service for anything
Ever. Well,
Ever.
Guess what? Guess who's getting a spike bat to the butt tonight? This guy.
That's how Kyle ended up in the Human Centipede.
That's true. That is true. Shouts out South Park.
Yep.
You used to be funny.
You remember when?
Yeah,
So
I remember.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that being said, yeah, how much longer do you think people are going to keep doing it? Well, I tell you what, as long as it's still working for the video game companies, it's still going to keep happening.
Well, yeah, and it's never.
And it's never
stop.
going to stop.
Yeah, it's never. Gonna
They've already figured out that they're going to get away with it, so that's it, man.
Yeah.
The precedent has already been set, and we just have to live with it now.
Yeah.
Because that is when the day is.
Well, the thing that Scott and I always kind of preach, and I specifically preach this, if you're not a fan of something that like video game developers do, stop paying for it. If you don't like a certain game or you don't like a certain like Call of Duty microtransactions or microtransactions in general. Obviously, you can't, end it yourself, but tweeting, sharing, letting people know, hey, stop doing this. Maybe the developers will stop. But I don't know. You have a voice, use it.
Yeah, just stop spending your money on it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
if you're not happy with something, man, don't pay for it.
I mean, I still complain about it, but it's been a long time since I bought a Call of Duty game.
I use Call of Duty as an example. Honestly, dude,
No, I mean tons of games. Like there's only a few games that I'll get season passes for. Like what I'll do is I'll play the game now, and if I really like the game, I'll get the season pass. But,
right.
I don't.
What was the last one that you bought? Was it Ghost Recon?
Yeah, the last was Ghost Recon.
Yeah. Yeah, Call of Duty World War II. I might. Yeah, man. Yeah. Shouts out to the audience.
I don't know.
To our lovely audience out here. Call of Duty World War II. We'll see, man. Vote with your wallet. There you go. Chris, you're coming in. Yeah, man. Vote with your wallet. Yeah. Stop pre-ordering AAA games. Maybe stop. I don't know. I'm not going to get on my high horse here. Just you make your own decisions. By watching this show, you are then being informed. So make your own decisions, but we try to give you the best, idea of what you guys should be doing. And I feel like Scott and I do enough research where we've I don't know, maybe not on this episode. No, maybe this one was.
No, well, this episode was like 99% opinion. This wasn't like really any factual
news,
stuff. Yeah, I mean, like we said at the beginning of the episode, this has been such a light week. This is leading up to E3. You're not going to get a whole lot of hot news. Nothing exciting per se. So this is just kind of one of those things, like Easter eggs for frick's sake. We talked about that for half an hour, so
yeah, which
not a lot going on.
No, it was a good conversation though.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, it was still good conversation. I'm just saying
because it was bringing me back, man. What else we got? What were you saying? I played Star Wars Battlefronts for years in demo form, and then I missed it. Wow, the nostalgia. Yeah, Jaffiel.
Yeah,
Jaffiel.
So the last thing we got tonight is tomorrow the Elgato Stream Deck releases, and we shall have it in our hands, pre-ordered. Elgato, I'm just a huge fan of their products, and I've used Elgato for 3 years.
About that, yeah.
And I've had the same capture card for the same 3 years. I've had no problems with it. I did actually. That's not true. I had problems at the beginning with it, but it was a software update. It wasn't the hardware. It was the software. Yeah.
Oh, wow. There you
so
go. Do you want to hear? We can show it off. I don't have the camera set up for it though, so we're just gonna.
Yeah, that's fine. So basically, for those of you who don't know what the Elgato Stream Deck is, it is going to be it's a small device that, well, there you go. There it is right there. It's programmable. You can have a ton of buttons on it. It's got 15 LCD keys on it, and you have up to 210 actions that you can assign to those with the software that comes with it. You can have different folders. So say like I'm doing Idiot Machine one day, I can use my Idiot Machine folder and it pops up all my 15 transitions or whatever.
Yeah.
And then say it's like, oh, well, PJ is going to do his stream the next day on Steb Dude. It's like, hey, let's open up the Steb Dude one, and boom, there you go, man. You got all your stuff.
Oh, 15 air horns.
15 air horns. Just that's it, man. You have 210 air horns. You deleted all of my stuff, so you have 210 air horns.
Yep.
Of varying pitches and lengths. So you can also it works with OBS. Not on XSplit yet, but they're developing the stuff for it. That'll come out shortly after the release.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. So they're working. Don't worry, they're working on it. Everything's gonna be okay.
About it. That's surprising me though.
I thought so too. That's when I read that, I was like, oh no. But
so what's the solution then? Are you just going to stream from Elgato's software or what?
No, I think that I'm not going to use it until it's good for XSplit. I mean, I'm going to use it,
right?
And we're going to show it off and all that using the proprietary software,
right? But not.
But when it comes out on XSplit, when it comes out on XSplit, then I'll be like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, it's good.
That's fair.
But basically, you can set it up to do transitions. You can set it up to play GIFs. You can set it up to play sounds. You have all these different things, and the reason why they had come out with this is because you can buy the broadcast / newsroom quality board for streaming and things like that, but that costs up to $1,000.
Oh yeah,
or I think like minimum $1,000 because they're wildly expensive, and there are people that own them, like top level streamers. But we're like We're like
Bargain bin.
bargain bin, right? we're the $5 DVDs guys.
Yeah.
Of the same 7 Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, just in a giant bucket.
Yeah.
So we are going to pay $140. I think it's how much it costs. I'm not too sure exactly. It's something like that.
It's around there. Yeah, I could go back to the website. But
Yeah,
it's
but yeah. So it's going to be come on Amazon. I got it on Amazon. $149.
Okay.
$149.95. So a lot going on with it. You can personalize the hell out of it, and that's what I like. And the fact, the really cool thing is with the software that it comes with is that you can put whatever image you want on there too on the LCD screen.
I have seen that. That's really cool.
You can put whatever image you
Yeah.
want. So I really like that idea because it makes it just makes it easier. So. And that's pretty much all I got with that. And now I'm confused because Jean-Claude Van Damme has a new show on Amazon.
He's still alive.
He's still alive. Still
Wow,
kicking.
who knew,
And
man?
I have to go
Shouts
watch
out.
it now.
He's probably watching the show right now, man. What do you think Jean-Claude Van Damme does on a Sunday night?
Probably just watches his movies over and over and over.
Splits between 18-wheelers.
Yeah, he does splits between 18-wheelers. That's
Just all day.
Shouts out, John. Thank you so much. We call him John on the show. We call him. He's the damn van man. You know, we love.
I
him.
called him Gene for the longest time. He didn't like it.
He didn't. Yeah. What did he? Did he roundhouse you in the face?
He did.
He did.
He did.
That's what it is. That's why
And then he did
Scott's,
the splits.
Scott has dentures. That's because Jean-Claude Van Damme kicked the shit out of his face.
Yep.
So
Knocked my
shouts
teeth
out.
clean out, straight out of my head.
Jean-Claude Van Damme it. That's right. Check it out. It's interesting. He takes the piss of himself in the series. Does he?
Beautiful.
Takes the piss of himself.
Like
Okay.
jokes about himself.
Got it. Okay, he doesn't actually literally piss himself. I was gonna say he's
Not
getting
on
to that
camera.
point where he might be geriatric soon. So who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's a whole mess. But yeah, okay, cool. Read it. Thank you very much for that recommendation. Amazon. Talk about Amazon, dude. That's not even in the show notes, but Amazon is just. If you guys don't have Prime, get Prime because it's such
definitely.
a deal.
Amazon.com. That's all I got.
For all of your shipping needs, music, video, and hopefully future sponsorship, Amazon, please sponsor us.
If it's not on Amazon, it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Amazon. Prime.
Amazon owns Twitch.
They do.
Yeah.
Do they?
They do.
They own them.
Yep.
Okay. So that's
Yeah,
if
that's
it was
the
an
thing.
ownership or if it was like a partnership.
Nope, they bought it for like $2 billion.
2 billion pounds? Yen? Dollars.
2 billion packets of ramen.
Packets of ramen. What would 2 billion packets of ramen look like? Delicious.
I tell you,
$12.
yeah, it's
Sounds
about
like
$12.
college.
Yeah. So basically, another cool thing about Amazon,
Yeah.
right? Now that we're on the topic, is if you are an affiliate or partnered streamer and you want to do the cheers, like the bits whole thing, where you tip them, money basically on their stream, you actually can buy all that stuff through Amazon,
That's
not
true.
directly from Twitch.
That is true.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah. Which, funny enough, boom, boom, Idiot Machine over here, Scott, is affiliated on Twitch. So
That
if you
is
guys
true.
aren't following him, make sure you do.
Make
Check
a
him
dumb
out.
money.
Yeah. Making the bits.
Thank you very much for the 40 cents.
Hey, 40
Too
cents.
bad YouTube's paying us more money.
Yo, it's coming, dude. Right here, it's gonna totally break the immersion and like the cool like chroma key that we have. But we are gonna put up our first YouTube dollar, our first and only YouTube dollar from that one Binding of Isaac video.
Yeah, that's
that
true.
has like
That's
over
true.
1,000 views on it for some reason. Check out our YouTube. We have great content. Binding
So-
of Isaac.
Here's something Nova says: Amazon, you'll never have to leave your house. They should rename it Amazon, the Agoraphobes Marketplace.
Yeah. Amazon. Sorry about the bed sores.
Sorry about the bed sores.
Sorry about the bed. We have a cream for that. Amazon. What's that smell?
You know what? Okay, you remember What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mama's sick. That one, and then she
then they
dies, and they had to burn the house
they
down because
burn
they
the
couldn't get her out.
What is
Amazon.com.
Amazon? We have all the parts necessary to burn your house down and burn your fat mom. Sorry, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's
We
Day.
can't end the show on that.
Yeah. You remember the dead mom from What's
Yeah.
Eating Gilbert Grape? Happy Mother's Day, ladies and gentlemen. Roll credits. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
man. Happy Mother's Day. Yeah. All right. Well, hey,
That's the show.
Speaking of the end of the show, that's the end of the show.
That's the show, guys.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for all the new follows tonight. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming in and showing some love, saying we're handsome. It makes me feel nice inside. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's good.
A little weird, but it makes me feel nice nonetheless. So thank you so much for that. Everybody who commented in and showed up tonight and hung out, we really appreciate it. Special thanks to B. Howard, our producer. Love him. Rita, our wonderful mod. Everybody out there who is just awesome. We appreciate it. Let's go ahead. Let's get the links in the chat for YouTube and stuff.
I can do that. I
okay,
got you.
Cool. We're going to post in the chat links for our YouTube and all the rest of our social media.
Oh, we don't have the bot hooked
The
up.
bot isn't up. All right. Well, that's okay.
Awkward. Okay, hold on.
That's all right. Well, hey, in the meantime,
Panic.
Go.
The buttons are downstairs. I don't know why I said it like that, but you can go to the info screen,
like,
and you can find all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it's all right below us, guys.
Yeah.
Check it out. Cat Corner. Yep, catcorner.com. Check it out. Smishma,
Nope.
if you're watching right now, there's your plug for the night for the Cat Corner.
Fuck the Cat Corner. Okay, so let's go ahead and start posting these links here.
Yeah, we'll get all those in there. But in the
Little
meantime,
Facebook
just
action.
one more, shouts out. Thank you guys so much. We do this show every Sunday nights. We've done it every Sunday night for the past 39 weeks.
That's right. We have.
Our boy Rob, 6ix9ine Actual, brought up the fact that, how did you not get banned for that? We're gonna, you know what? Timed out. Just kidding. Smishma. That's my wife, Smishma, coming in. Yeah, we do this show every Sunday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're coming up on our year. It's going to be a celebration. It's going to be a blowout. We also have some awesome, really top secret announcements that we have that we're kind of lying in waiting to make them all kosher and official. But we got some awesome announcements to drop on you guys here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Follow us on Twitter for all those current announcements and all that other jazz. So other than that, Scott, you got anything, man?
No, that's it, man. I got nothing.
Cool. All right. Well, hey, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode 39 of Slightly Original, this Mother's Day special. My name is PJ.
My name's Scott.
And we are Slightly Original.
That's
Thank
true.
you. And if you haven't hit that follow button, smash it now.